Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Good evening.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good evening, miss. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you, Lubna?
الحمد لله. Good.
Alhamdulillah. How are you, everyone?
Fine. And you?
Alhamdulillah, thank you. I'm good, alhamdulillah. Okay, sir. There are some students saying on the group that I think they cannot join the meeting or something. Is there any problem concerning the link? Okay. I think there is no problem because there are 10 here joining us. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Okay, so I will have the attendance. Rama.
Here.
Okay, Iman. Iman Haj Ali. Not here. Thuraya.
Yes.
Okay. Jum'a. Not here. Wasil.
Yes, here.
Okay. Mus'ab. Lubna.
Yes, here.
Okay. عبد الغني سكاف. Not here. Ahmed Dra'i.
I'm here.
Okay. أساور. آلاء الرشيد. فضاء محمد. اسماء بلال. سلطان بدوي. محمود يسوف. أحمد هواش. وائل حج ياسين.
Yes, here.
نور نصر الله. نور. اوكي. هيثم.
Yes, miss, I'm here.
رؤى سلماني.
Yes, I'm here.
مرام and تهاني. مرام.
I'm here. I'm here.
مرام. تهاني. Not here تهاني. Okay, did I miss anyone?
Teacher, I'm Noor. Can you hear me?
Yes, Noor Nasrallah. I think you wrote in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
So, Ahmed Hawash, Mahmoud Yassouf, not here. Okay. Okay, so let's get started with our lecture today. This is lecture number 12 in our comprehension course. Last lecture we stopped at text number
17.
17. Did we have it?
Yes, we have.
So today we will start with text number 18. Okay, I will share the screen. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, yes, please, who can start reading?
Can I start?
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company. The other day he was talking to his son. Well, Peter, he said, you finished school 5 months ago. You really must think about the future. There are fine opportunities in their business for a clever young man like you. You will soon get experience. Who knows, in 20 years' time you may even have a position like mine. Of course, a little hard work will be necessary. Yes, father, replied Peter, but I don't want to work hard. I want to be an actor.
Okay, thank you. Yes, who else?
Yes, miss.
Yes, go ahead.
Miss.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, miss. Me or
اتفضل يا سيف.
Mr. Dawson is the head of large company. The other day he was talking to his son. Well, Peter, he said, you finished school 5 months ago. You really must think about the future. There are fine opportunity in the business for a clever young man like you. You will soon get experience. Who knows? In 20 years' time, you may even have a position like mine. Of course, a little hard work will be necessary. Yes, father, replied Peter, but I don't want to work hard. I want to be an actor.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Ahmed, go ahead.
Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company. The other day he was talking to his son. Well, Peter, he said, you finished school 5 months ago. You really must think about the future. There are fine opportunities in the business for a clever young man like you. You will soon get experience. Who knows? In 20 years, you in 20 years time you may a little hard work will be necessary. Yes, father, replied Peter. But I don't want to work hard. I want to be an actor.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I will read it for the last time, and after that I will explain some new vocabulary. Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company. The other day he was talking to his son. Well, Peter, he said, you finished school 5 months ago. You really must think about the future. There are fine opportunities in the business for a clever young man like you. You will soon get experience. Who knows? In 20 years' time, you may even have a position like mine. Of course, a little hard work will be necessary. Yes, father, replied Peter, but I don't want to work hard. I want to be an actor. Okay, let's start with the first line. Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company. What's the meaning of a head?
Manager or boss.
Or boss? Yes, very good. It is. I will write in the chat. When I say head of, for example, a company or a group or organization, it means like leader or manager maybe, or boss. Okay, or I can say, for example, a person in charge. You know the word charge? When I say a person in
Yes,
charge.
responsible.
Responsible.
Sorry?
Responsible.
Very good.
Responsible.
Yes, very good. When I say he is the person in charge, I mean he is the responsible person. Okay, I wrote some synonyms for the word, which is head, leader, manager, boss, person in charge. All of them have a similar meaning. Okay, so head of a large company. What's the meaning of company? Can you give synonym?
It like a build that have workers.
For example, to sell goods or services, right? Yes, if this is an explanation of the word, that's correct. We can give it like synonym. We have some other words, like for example, we can say business as synonym. Okay, and we have the word firm. You know this word? I wrote it in the chat. Company or business or firm. Firm means like company. Okay, so it has the same meaning, and business as well. So just a question, can you see the word that I wrote them in the chat?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
We see.
Yes, so Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company. The other day, we dealt with this idiom or expression last time. You remember? What the meaning of the other day?
One day.
Yes. When I say the other day, I'm not specifying the any day. Okay, so it means like one day, a few days ago. Like I say in Arabic, هذاك اليوم, for example. Okay, or ذاك اليوم. So I'm not specifying any certain day. So the other day he was talking to his son. Well, Peter, he said, you finished school 5 months ago. Please don't pronounce it as months. This is incorrect. Pronounce it as se, and at the end it's se. Okay, so it's months. Okay, not months. So 5 months ago, you really must think about the future. There are fine opportunities. What the meaning of fine? What the meaning
It's
of nice?
wonderful or beautiful.
Yes, good, very good, great, wonderful, yes. There are fine opportunities. You can pronounce it as opportunity, as te, and you can pronounce it as che, opportunities. Okay, both are correct. Opportunity as te or opportunities as che. Both are correct. Okay. In the business for a clever young man like you. What the meaning of clever?
Smart.
Smart.
Yes, smart or
Intelligent.
intelligent. Excellent. Okay, you can see the synonym in the chat. Smart, clever, or intelligent. For a clever young man like you. You will soon get experience. Who knows? In 20 years' time, you may even have a position like mine. What's the meaning of position?
High work in company.
Yes, it is a high, we say high level, okay, or a high rank, okay, which is rank, it means like daraja or something, a high rank in, for example, in an organization, for example, or something. So it means position.
جاء تاخذوا الأكياس وين ندوق الأكياس؟ أبي شاء سؤاليا.
Okay. Position like mine. What the meaning of like mine? What the meaning of mine?
Like my position.
It means instead of saying a
Like
position like my position, instead of avoiding like repetition of such words, so we can say just mine. Okay. Instead of saying another position, for example, like my position, so we can drop my position and replace it with the word mine. Of course, a little hard work will be necessary. Okay. Necessary, know this word, which is something that you need to have or need to do. Okay, which is we have a similar word, which is essential. It is similar word. Okay. Yes, father, replied. Better. Replied, it means like responded or answered. But I don't want to work hard. I want to be an actor. Okay. I think we covered all the new vocabulary. I want to draw your attention to the word hard. Some students make mistakes concerning this word when they want to use it as adverb. Okay, they get confused by hard and hardly, and they are totally different from each other. The word hard and hardly. Do you know the difference between the word hard and hardly?
One is adjective, and the one's hardly is adverb.
hard
Yes.
بجد hardly بصعوبة. Not adjective and adverb. Hard, the adjective and adverb.
Yes, very good. Concerning the word hard, it can come as an adjective and as an adverb. As an adjective, the word hard, it means like something difficult, something which is the opposite of the word soft, for example. Okay. We have a lot of meanings concerning the word hard when it comes as an adjective. Okay. For example, I can say the test was hard. It means that it wasn't easy. Okay. We can say, for example, this chair is hard, is made of hard wooden, for example, or hard wood. Okay, it means that it is not soft. So it can come as an adjective and it can come as an adverb, the word hard. Okay, so for example, I can say I work hard, I study hard. It means using my energy or my effort. Okay, which means in Arabic بجد. So the word hard can come as an adjective and as an adverb. Okay, so but when we say hardly, it can come as an adverb and it means almost not. Almost not. As your colleague said, it means like بالكاد, or we say in informal Arabic, we say يدوب. Okay, which is almost not. Almost not. For example, I can say, I can put it in an example. We can say, for example, hardly a few people writes to me these days or attending the lectures these days. It means that almost no one, yani, only few people, few students, for example. Okay, so it means that a very little number of people. When I say hardly, for example, hardly anyone, it means that almost no one. Okay. For example, when I say I could hardly speak during the lecture, it means that I almost cannot able or couldn't able to speak. Okay, so pay attention to using hard as an adverb and hardly as an adverb because they have different meanings. Okay, you got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's move to the questions below the text. Before moving to the questions, do you have any question concerning the text? Do you have any, for example, difficult word or something?
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. هاي آلاء.
بس أنا ما سجلت لي حضور لأنه كان ما عندي بعد إذنك.
Okay, yes, Ellen. No problem. Okay, yes. These are the questions below the text. Take 8 minutes in order to do the questions in a form of paragraph. Don't forget to use linking words in order to join the sentences with each other. Okay, is it enough 8 minutes?
Can you repeat, please?
Sorry? Say that again. What did
Yes, please. Can you repeat what you are asking for?
Okay, I'm asking you to do the questions as usual. Okay, because after we read every reading, we need to
Yes, yes, yes.
answer the questions below. So you need I will give you 8 minutes in order to do the questions below the text, okay, to answer these questions in a form of paragraph, and your answer must not be more than 51 words, okay. So
Thank you.
try to use linking words, for example, such as but, so, and although. However, some words you can use them in order to join your sentences with each other. Okay, so is it enough 8 minutes?
Yes, it's enough.
Okay, yes, go ahead, please. Okay, have you finished?
Yes, I finished.
I finished.
Yes, who's ready? We have Wasil, Haytham. Yes, one of you.
Yes.
I'm ready too.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Dawson is the head of
Just please, can you raise your voice?
تمام
Haytham,
هيك؟
can you raise your voice?
Yes. Mr. Dawson is the head of large company. The other day, he was giving his son some advice. Peter leave the school 5 months ago. His father won't.
We say better leave or left because the question in the past, right? So we need to answer in the same tense. So better left.
Yes, left. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. His father want him to enter the business, but Peter want to
Wanted
be.
in the past.
Okay, yes. His father wanted him to enter the business, but Peter wanted to be actor. For me, I didn't like.
Just add an.
Yes, an actor. Yes, an actor. For me, I didn't like the idea. I want to be international lecturer.
Here we are asking about better, right? Did he like the idea? What did he want to become? So I think you said I or something.
Yes.
Yes. So we need to answer by
Question number 7.
Yes, what did he want to become? So
Question number 7 ask what did he
want to become. We're asking about better.
Yes.
So we say he wanted to
I
become an
think,
actor. Okay.
I was thinking for me.
Okay, no problem. So thank you. Thank you. We have something important, which is the word advice. Okay, your colleague answer it correctly, because some advice we cannot make it plural, you know, because advice is uncountable noun. Okay, so we cannot make it a plural. We cannot say advices. This is incorrect in English. Okay, so we say some advice, or pieces of advice. If we are talking about more than one advice, so we say pieces of advice. Okay, hello again. We're talking about before the cut of connection, we're talking about the word advice, which is uncountable noun. When I say uncountable noun, like for example, the word water, the word information, the word sugar, rice, advice. So these words, we cannot make it plural. We cannot make it them plural. We cannot say advices. When we want to talk about just one advice, so we say some advice. Some advice, it means like one advice. Okay, we cannot, for example, put an before the word advice. We cannot say an advice in order to say this is one and only advice, okay, as singular. So we cannot use an before uncountable noun. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to add some in order to make it singular. For example, some advice, it means one advice. When we want to say that we have more than one advice, okay, we say pieces, you know, pieces, which is piece قطعة, but we cannot translate it here as قطعة. We can say pieces of advice. It means like نصائح. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, I see some students raising hand. Yes, Noor, can you start answering the questions?
Okay. Mr. Dawson is the charge of a large company. Someday he was giving his son some advice because his son left the school 5 months ago. So the father wanted him to enter the business. But Peter didn't like the idea because he wanted to be an actor.
Okay, just one thing, because he wanted, right?
Yes, I write it wanted, but I say another thing.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. I think you used
You're welcome.
because you used so, right?
But because, yes,
Thank you, Noor.
you're welcome.
Yes, واصل.
Yes.
Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company, and yes, he was giving his son some advice because Peter finished the school from 5 months, and the father wanted him enter the business, but Peter didn't like the idea because he wanted to.
Wanted him to enter. Just add to.
Yes, wanted him to enter the business, but Peter didn't like the idea because he wanted to become an actor.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Yes, Ru'a.
Yes, Mr. Dawson is the head of a large company. One day, he was giving his son some advice because Peter finished school 5 months ago. So his father wanted him to enter the business and get experience. Peter didn't like the idea because he wanted to be an actor.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, that is enough for this text. Let's move to another one. Okay, sorry for those who are raising the hand, but time is not enough. Okay, let's move to another text, which is text number 18 or 19, sorry. Okay, can you see the screen?
No.
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 Not yet. Okay. Is it clear now? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, please, who can read?
Yes.
Can I read?
Yes, Lubna, go ahead.
It was very dark. Two men were advancing slowly across the plain. Snow was lying on the ground, and a cold wind was blowing. They noticed a light behind some trees and soon arrived at the house. A poor old man immediately invited them into a clean room. He seemed a strange flow, but he spoke kindly and offered them milk and fresh fruit. Then men remained there until morning. Then the man led them
It is
to
remained.
the
Remained. The men remained
remained there until morning. Then the men remained there until morning. Then the man led them to the nearest village, but he would not accept any money for his help.
Okay, thank you, Rubna. Yes. Yes, Ahmed, go ahead.
Okay.
It was very dark. We were advancing slowly across the plain. Snow was lying on the ground, and a cold wind was blowing. They noticed a light behind some trees, and soon arrived at the house. A poor old man immediately invited them into a clean room. He seemed a strange fellow, but he spoke kindly and offered them milk and fresh fruit. The men remained there until morning. Then the man led them to the nearest village, but he would not accept any money for his help.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I will read it for the last time before explaining some words. It was very dark. Two men were advancing slowly across the plain. Snow was lying on the ground and a cold wind was blowing. They noticed a light behind some trees and soon arrived at the house. A poor old man immediately invited them into a clean room. He seemed a strange fellow, but he spoke kindly and offered them milk and fresh fruit. The men remained there until morning. Then the man led them to the nearest village, but he wouldn't accept any money for his help. Okay, it was very dark. Two men were advancing. What the meaning of advancing?
Follow me. Follow.
It's not follow. It means they were moving. Okay, when somebody is advancing, it means to move, especially in a slow way. Okay, so we're advancing slowly. It means they were moving slowly. Okay, what the meaning of across?
Through.
Yes, it is through. Yes, very good. Through or from one side to the other. Okay. What the meaning of the word plain?
A wide open space.
Yes, very good. Especially dry land, you know, dry land, which is not sea or something. Dry land. So it is a large area of dry land. Okay. A large area of dry land. Snow was lying on the ground and a cold wind was blowing. The ground, you know, it is land. Okay. When we say, for example, cold wind was blowing, when we say it blows, so it moves. Okay, when the wind moves, so it blows. They noticed. When we say notice, so it means like they realized, okay, or discovered, okay, noticed, realized, or discovered a light behind some trees and soon arrived at a house. A poor old man immediately invited them into a clean room. The verb invite, it means like to ask someone to come. To ask someone to come into a clean room. He seemed a strange fellow. What the meaning of the word fellow? What the meaning of the word fellow? It means a person or a man. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so he seemed a strange fellow. Fellow, it means like a man or a person. And actually this word fellow, it is an old-fashioned word. Okay, so it was used old. Okay, but he spoke kindly and offered them milk and fresh fruit. What's the meaning of the word offer?
Give
Give to him.
give to him to the milk.
When you offer something, you ask someone if they would like, for example, to have something. Okay, before giving the thing or something to the person, you have to ask them before, right? So you ask someone if they would like to have something, like يعرض. So and offered them milk and fresh fruit. The men remained. What the meaning of the word remain?
Remember?
Sorry?
Stay.
Stay. Very good. Remained, it means stayed in the past. Meeting group chat, yes. Some of you thought this word is remind or something. No, it is different from the word remind. It is remained. Remain, it means to stay. بقية. Okay. Remained there until morning. Then the man led it, the past of the verb lead. Okay. It is the past of the word lead, you know, the verb lead is to take somebody somewhere. To take somebody somewhere. So led, it is the past of the verb lead. Then the man led them to the nearest village, but he wouldn't accept any money for his help. Okay. We have the word accept. We have an opposite or antonym for this word. You know antonym, which is the opposite meaning of the word. So accept, what is the opposite of this word? It is refuse. Okay, refuse, it is the opposite or the antonym of the word accept. Okay. Is it clear concerning the reading, or you have anything you want to ask?
Can you give me a synonym of the word snow was lying?
Okay, when we say lie, okay, it means like to be in a position which is flat, or to exist in one place. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Clear? For example, you can say snow was lying. It means to be exist in some place, or to be in a position which is certainly in flat position. You know, flat position, which is musattah.
Yes, miss. Before we add ing for lying, how
Yes, yes, this is very good question. We have this verb. I wrote it in the chat. This verb, which is lie, L-I-E. Okay. This is the base form of this verb, lie. So when we need to add ing to this verb, we need to completely change the form of this verb, so it becomes as this one, lying, L-Y-I-N-G. Is it clear?
yes, thank you.
Okay, so the verb lie has two different meanings, which is to exist in a flat position, which is in this the same meaning as in this context, and it has another meaning which is to not tell the truth. Okay, to not tell the truth. Okay, so the verb lie can have two different meanings, which is like يتموضع or something in Arabic, or يكذب. يعني two different meanings. And the same word, which is L-I-E, can come as a noun, which is mean كذبة. Okay, كذبة, يعني it is the same meaning as the verb, but it is here come as a noun. Yes. Do you have any other questions?
No, Prof.
Okay, so let's move to the questions below the text. Okay, take 5 minutes in order to answer those 7 questions in a form of paragraphs. Pay attention to have not more than 50 words. Okay, so take 7 minutes. See you after 7 minutes. Go ahead, please. Yes, have you finished?
Yes, I finished.
Yes, please, can you start?
Two men were walking one cold, dark night in plane. They arrived at last to house. A
We don't
poor
say
old
in
man
a plane, we say across the plane.
across
Or
the plane. Okay.
you can say, for example, you can say through the plane,
Through.
okay? Or on the plane, on you can say.
On, not in. Okay.
Yes.
They arrived at last to house, which lived in there a poor old man.
Sorry, can you repeat the last
So
one?
he immediately invited. Yes. They arrived at last to house, which lived in there a poor old man. And then he gave them a simple meal such as milk and fresh fruit. The men stayed there until morning. Finally, the man take them next day to nearest village.
Okay, but the question in the past, which is number 7, so we need to use the verb
I finished.
in the past. We need to say the man. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, no.
Yes. Okay. I think there's problem in connection. Yes. Number 7, where did the man take them next day? We need to answer in the same tense, which is past simple. So we need to say the man took them, not take them. The man took them. Okay. Yes. Who's next? Yes, Ru'a, can you please start?
Yes. At one cold, dark night, two men was walking across the plain. Soon they arrived at a house which was lived there a poor old man. He invited them
We say which
in.
was,
Yes,
which we say where a poor man was living there, for example. Okay, so we're here talking about a place.
okay. Yes, where a poor man lived there. He invited them in and gave them some milk and fruit. After that, the men stayed there all night. Then the man took them to the nearest village.
Okay, thank you. So what are the linking words that you used?
I use after that, and one. Then after that, then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Thuraya, can you start, please?
On the dark night, two men were advancing slowly across the plain, and at last they arrived at a house. A poor old man,
They arrived.
They arrived at a house. A poor old man, he lived in the house, and he spoke kindly and offered them milk and
Not a fruit.
fresh fruit.
Offered and offered.
Then the man offered them milk and fresh fruit. Then the men stay in the house at the morning. After that, the man led them to the nearest village.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Thuraya. Yes, who else? Yes, Ahmad, go ahead.
In one cold and dark night, two men were walking across the plain. After a lot of walking, they finally arrived at a house. Inside this house was a poor old man who invited them in. He gave them milk and fresh fruit. The two men decided to stay in the house until the morning. Then the old man took them to the nearest village.
Yes, thank you. Very good, Ahmed. Yes, and the last answer would be from Ru'a. Yes, Ru'a, can you hear us?
Yes, but can you repeat?
Yes, you are raising hand. Do you want to answer or something?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Okay, thank you all for all your participation. Do you have any questions or anything you want to share with us?
Thank you, Miss. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for all of you. That's all for today. I hope you to read and this book. You have many texts. You have several readings. You need to read them in order to improve your reading skill. Okay, don't wait until the lecture in order to read or work together. You need to work on yourself. You need to read the text and try to analyze the words, try to analyze the meaning, try to understand the main idea of the reading. You need to learn a lot of vocabulary in each of these texts. So try to work on your reading skill, because when you are reading more, you will get more vocabulary, more comprehension skill. So this will be like a benefit for your skill in general. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
so
Miss.
much.
Thank
That's
you.
all. Yes, thank you. That's all for today. See you inshallah next lecture. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.